Boys, UFC London just finished up, and I think moving forward I need to stop saying we're gonna clean sweep every card, because ever since I started saying that, I swear we've been doing dog shit on predictions. We went like 4-9 or something like that, something terrible. With that being said, it was an okay card, and as you can see on screen, we have every single winner and the losers of the main and co-main event. We also got those prelims, because on this rare MMA channel, we go through the entire card and matchmake these guys up. Let's start off with the main event though. The main card, Sean Brady got a submission win over Leon Edwards, and they were saying shit like, oh, now you're gonna be number one ranking, ranked number one. I don't think he's gonna be ranked number one. Yes, he did beat Leon Edwards, who was ranked number one, but if I know the matchmakers, which I do, they're gonna do some stupid shit. And let me quickly pull this up. I could see Shavkat ranked number one. I could see Jack Della Maddalena ranked number two. Then we can see probably Sean Brady 3, Kamaru 4, and then 5 being Leon. Something like that. I could see Joaquin Buckley going into the number 5 spot. But yeah, I don't think Sean Brady is getting the number 1 ranking in the welterweight division. With that being said, I just said who I think his next opponent's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a title shot. However, I do think they can market this as the next contender for the belt. Both these guys in their last performance just finished a former champion, and that's going to be Joaquin Buckley. Buckley deserves a big jump up in competition. We already know that Kamaru Usman's not fighting this dude. Kamaru Usman's probably never coming back. Let's be realistic. He's not fighting Buckley. Let's do Sean Brady, Joaquin Buckley for a number 1 contendership while we get out, while Jack Della Maddalena and Bilal Muhammad gets figured out, and then the winner of that versus Shavkat gets figured out. We still need a winner after that. So we got to do Sean Brady, Joaquin Buckley. Moving down to Leon Edwards, during that fight, I'm just thinking, how the hell was this dude ever champion? I got no idea. And he just looked like how he fought against Bilal. He looked bad. But that being said, we still got to match him up. I don't think he's going to retire. I think he's going to be very close in the rankings to the guy I'm going to match him up with. And before, this wasn't a very realistic matchup. Now it's really realistic, and I want to see this one because there's not beef, not bad blood, but there's backstory to this. We need some backstory. Leon Edwards versus Ian Gary. They're gonna be 2 spots away from each other in the rankings. I want to see this one next. If Ian, winner of this, can look at one of the losers of the title fights that are gonna be coming up here, and, they're right back there in title contention. Even Ian Gary, if he beats Leon Edwards, you can put him in there against, again, a loser of a title shot. And if he wins there, he can get a title shot. It's as easy as that. Moving down, fucking Carlos Ulberg. Do I think it was a robbery? I mean, I'm not salty over this loss, even though I did pick Jan Błachowicz to get it done. It is what it is. I'm not salty about it. I do think Jan won round 1 and 3, but I'm not salty about the decision. You could for sure see the ring rust in there, but Carlos Ulberg got the decision win, called for a title shot. I'm gonna tell you this right now, with that performance, your ass ain't getting no title shot. So we give him Yuri Prochazka. It makes sense. The winner of this was most likely gonna fight Yuri anyways, and we need someone for Yuri, and we're gonna have we're gonna have Pereira versus Magomed 2 happening, so Carlos ain't getting a title shot for at least probably around a year. Put him against Yuri, number 1 contender fight. Maybe not for Yuri, but definitely for Carlos Ulberg. Maybe for Yuri if Magomed beats Pereira for the second time. But let's go down. Jan Błachowicz fucking got robbed. What do we do with Jan? I was probably going to do this matchmaking for both of these guys, regardless who won. Like, if Jan won, he would have fought Yuri. If Carlos lost, he would have fought this guy. I'm about to announce him. 2 light heavyweights are fighting in 3 weeks time. I think we do the winner of that versus Jan Błachowicz, and I think it's going to be Jamal Hill. I have Jamal Hill here. I think he's going to get past Khalil Roundtree. And yeah, another champ on champ fight that we honestly never got, that I think is just as good as a Yuri Prochazka. Jamal Hill, Jan Błachowicz. I want to see this one next. Kevin Holland. What do we do with Kevin Holland now? We got the new mythical locked in Kevin Holland in 170. I think, I don't know what Kevin was really saying about he didn't know which way it was going to go. He clearly won 2 rounds, possibly even the third. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, pretty dominant, a dominant win for Kevin Holland. I think we don't give him anyone in the rankings because this dude fucking has fought like everybody. We give him someone who deserves either a big name or a guy in the rankings, and we're giving him a big name. I'm giving Kevin Holland Bryan battle. Winner of this, we can look into the top 15, you know? And knowing Kevin Holland, he'll be ready to go in Bryan Battle's time because Bryan Battle fought quite a long time ago, so he should be ready to go anytime. I'll put this on what pay-per-view do I want to put this on? Because I do want this as a pay-per-view. Probably like UFC 3. I don't know now. Let's do 4 months from now. What would that be? UFC 317, 318, something around there. Put Kevin Holland on that card. Let's move down. Alexia retired. Retired Molly McCann. I know she just retired, but Molly McCann is so bad. I have no words. She's just not very talented in MMA, especially women's MMA, which you don't even have to be that talented for. But we saw Alexia bounce that shit, you know, for her celebration. Another girl who likes to bounce that ass. I'm going to put in Vanessa Delmopoulos. Winner can just bounce that shit everywhere live on paper. Not on pay-per-view. I don't want to see that on pay-per-view, but yeah, run this one next. Chris Duncan got it done. He beat Jordan, and I don't know, Jordan had like some pretty bad fight IQ during the fight and some very telegraphed takedowns. Like one of his takedowns, so telegraphed. Plus, to be honest, I think Jordan might be a little bit too small for a lightweight. I would like to see him try to go back to featherweight because he was a former featherweight. I would like to see how he looks there. Maybe he goes back down. But Chris Duncan, good call out, good mic time. He had I wouldn't be surprised if he had a little viral moment, you know, for his call out. Give him what he wants. Terrence McKinney, someone's going to sleep bad in this fight, and I don't see why Terrence McKinney wouldn't accept this fight. It's not like Terrence McKinney's on a win streak. This dude's like a win one, lose one type of fighter, and when he does win and lose, it's by vicious knockout. Run this one next. Nathaniel Wood, he got it done. I thought this was like a 50-50 type of fight. It pretty much was. Very, very competitive, even though Morgan Charriere lost all 3 rounds. I still thought it was stupidly competitive, way more than if I just told you, yeah, Nathaniel Wood just won every round off Charriere. You wouldn't think it was that competitive, but it was a very competitive fight. I think we give him someone a little bit higher up in the rankings, nothing crazy, and it just makes sense. I don't think either of these guys are, you know, going to be out for too long. Let's do Nathaniel Wood, Steve Garcia. Winner of this, we can start looking into maybe the top 15, close to the top 15 area, but we also got those prelims. I'm going to run through them fast because I know a lot of you guys don't really care much for the prelims, but Chris Padilla, he got it done. Very boring fight, you know. They pretty much canceled each other out, him and Jai Herbert. Padilla did, so annoying because fucking Padilla did hurt Jai Herbert late round 3, but instead of going forward to get to the finish, backed his ass up. Annoying, like a very, very boring ass performance from both of these guys. I think we give Padilla someone who's a little bit higher in the rankings, who's coming off a loss in this card. Graham Kutsaledze. Run this one next. I think this would be a very fun matchup, fun striking matchup. Even on the ground, it could be fun. Loner Kavanagh, he got it done. I did say I could see him getting it done. I couldn't go against Felipe Dos Santos. I thought Dos Santos was really good. He is really good, but Kavanagh definitely is that guy. It was a great back and forth fight. Kavanagh is definitely better than what I thought. You know, I didn't want to fully just trust that this dude was good, even though he hasn't been proven yet. Definitely proven. Did very, very good. I think we give him Carlos Hernandez. You know, we're going to give this dude guys that are pretty high up in the ranking because Felipe Dos Santos is pretty high up in the rankings. Carlos Hernandez, run this one. I mean, Kavanagh's going to need some time off. I wouldn't be mad if we see this on, I don't want to see it on a pay-per-view, but 4 or 5 months time down the line, 6 months. 6 months might be too much, but 4 or 5 months, I would be happy with that. Marcin Tybura fucking... If this is the best, you know, heavyweight has to offer, we're fucked. You know, we need to find some new talent. Fucking Tybura and McParkin. It was kind of funny because Bisping is out here saying how Tybura is going to go on another run. He's so good. You know, he's so like annoying as hell. Tybura is a fat blob. He will never... They were saying how he could be champion. I will bet my life this dude will never become champion. That being said, there's not many guys that Tybura hasn't fought in the top 15. Shamil Gaziev. I mean, blob versus blob, who cares at this point? I'm so not interested in, like, the top... Anything from the top 5 and down in heavyweight, I could care less about. So, run this one next. Christian Leroy Duncan got it done. It was kind of like a boring-ish decision, you know. And it was mainly on that Andre side. That dude just backed up the entire fight. it is what it is. Let's give him... I don't want to give him someone too high up in the rankings, and I do think Duncan can get in here pretty soon. It's not like he took a crazy amount of damage because the dude was just walking back the entire time that he fought, but some guy, same schedule, close to the rankings, makes sense, haven't fought each other yet. Eric Anders, run this one next, this would be good. Shara Bannon, let's go. I told you guys this. I fucking called it. I said that, you know, we're going to get a crazy why did you redeem it moment. Shara Bannon redeemed that shit. Because of that, we give her, let's give her Pollyanna. You know, no reason why. Give her Pollyanna. But I told you we were going to see a why did you redeem it moment. And that's exactly why we did. I can't wait for the why did you redeem it. You don't need to redeem it. I can't wait for all those edits. It's going to be amazing. Let's keep moving down. We got Caolan Loughran. I didn't think he would get it done. It was a very close fight. I'm not really that mad about the decision. You know, I should have known because I did think that Nathan Fletcher would be able to rock him and get a sub. Should have known that with Loughran's blocky ass head, he would be very hard to rock. I think we give Loughran someone who's relatively exact same in the rankings. Christian Quinones. Run this one next. I don't care. Low level fights. It is what it is. Caio Fernandes also got it done against Guram. He did show, you know, Guram's age definitely did show that he's not that guy anymore. And it's so sad too because Guram had one of the most stacked corners I've ever seen in my life and he still couldn't win a round. Fernandes got it done. I think we give him Joaquim Silva. This would be a crazy fight. Am I going crazy? Or does Silva look like a Brazilian Colby Covington? Because while making this, that's all I saw. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I swear that looks like a Brazilian Colby Covington. It's like a cursed image, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, that was UFC London. We did absolutely terrible on predictions. Here's my matchmaking. And yeah, we got Moreno next week. Hopefully I can redeem myself, you know, just like how Pinjar did. I want to redeem it, but I'm not going to say we're going to get every single fight right because I feel like I cursed myself ever since that. But thank you guys for watching to the end of the video, and I will see you guys in my next video.